It's been 2 years he has been away. Well, he has been recognised as one of the best bantamweight prospects in the country. He's been dealing with injuries, but he's about to step inside the FCC cage.
Literally here, right behind us, there's the kids class that he's been teaching. He's a real role model for the community, as well as being a talent himself.
Marlon Jones!
And I had no intentions of taking him down in the fight. I didn't even mean it, it just happened. My body just done it and slipped him.
Oh, Jones is wasting no time. He wants a first round finish, it looks like. Back for the knee bar now. That's Consensus. This is where he is dangerous. Trying to pull that foot into position, in past the hips there. Jones does have to be a bit careful.
That instinct kick in and I'm fully confident on the floor.
He said he was Vasconcelos there, he's out of it.
Great work from Marlon Jones.
And more shots now from Jones. Letting Vasconcelos know that you can try as many times as you want, but we're going to stay right here. Big ground and pound from Jones here. I mean, this is nasty
doing what he
stuff.
can to survive. This can't go on much longer.
Got to get out of this position. That's it. Stop it right now.
What are your thoughts on Marlon Jones as an opponent?
Nothing. My every fight is finished. No problem is Marlon Jones.
No, it's over! It's over!
He books him out.
These two top prospects in the bantamweight division will be clashing for top contender status. Marlon Jones out of Aspire Combat Sports Academy and Omid Ibrahimi out of Manchester Top Team. Two great rival teams, two great rival prospects with anything goes finishing ability anywhere and anytime in the fight. And on June 7th, they are joined on UFC Fight Pass by a burgeoning ensemble cast for the pro card rife with big-time debuts of amateur champions and stars with truly momentous ascents. Meanwhile, the amateur card boasts an astounding 4 title fights available to view with a membership right here on YouTube. That portion of the card will be headlined by a truly top-class level matchup between the #1 ranked UK and Ireland bantamweight Owen Masolova with 5 championships and several defences to his name in multiple weight classes.
Oh, that's it! It's over! Just like that! And there's the triangle again, he's over. Seconds, can he switch to the arm and finish this? It looks like it's over! He's out! He's out! That's it! He's out! It's over!
Versus the undefeated Reece Parr, with nearly all finishes in his career that's seen gold wrapped around his waist as well.
He was leaning off to an angle there for a second.
He got it!
That's a beautiful armbar right there.
Proving an extremely dangerous fight for both men coming into one of the most important title fights of the year on a card stacked with title fights. Stay tuned for all this and more as we dive into it all now. This is the countdown to one of the biggest cards in FCC history. FCC 42 live from the Liverpool Olympia. With an incredibly successful and storied amateur career that saw Marlon Jones capture 3 belts in 2 different weight classes, in 2021 Jones finished out his amateur career and it was a long road before he found himself inside the FCC cage. That's when a fighter by the name of Jack Claffey and man with a background in the WWE as a pro wrestler was looking to make the transition into MMA and was undefeated in his amateur career with some impressive finishes and turning pro.
You know, some people might remember a couple of years ago we saw a Boston Crab here in FCC.
No, he really looks uncomfortable. Oh, Boston Crab! No! Boston Crab! Boston Crab! Oh, he's done it! And the Walls of Jericho finishes it!
With even a bit of bare knuckle boxing experience, you might have assumed Marlon would be focused on getting him to the ground, but it was clear incredibly quickly that Jones was just on another level there.
But Marlon's looking very, very calm right here already. Lead hook, rear uppercut into another one. Nice teep along the fence line as well. From Marlon, there's another one too. Beautiful work, and Jack's looking a little flustered here.
Man, is he really starting to test Claffey early here. Left hooks, there's a right hook, massive one just landed. Oh, huge left!
Straight left hook to the body, right hand up again. Beautiful work from Marlon, just mixing.
Oh, he drops him!
Already wiped off!
Wow!
This was the first ever FCC event on Fight Pass, which meant more eyes than ever had seen this talent on display, and from here at 2-0, the assumption would be that he was in for a gigantic 2023.
I think I speak for everyone here. That's somebody we need to see again soon. I hope we see him plenty in 2023.
And it appeared to be going that way, as in March of the very next year, he was booked against Rafael Uchebu, former 2-weight world champion here at FCC. But then disaster struck.
I had to pull out for the ref fight. I had a long time out, so I had surgery. You can imagine you dedicate your life to a sport and then all of a sudden something can just take it away, and it's bizarre. I was probably thinking, could I get back? It's been about 2 years, 2.5 years since that has happened. It did take a big chunk out of my career, but I've proved it now. I have came back.
Have to deal with this onslaught.
It's getting really close to it.
Yeah, and the ref has to take a look because Vasconcelos is just taking these shots. Got to get out of this position.
That's it.
Should have stopped it right now.
That's it.
A good win for Marlon Jones.
I've proved it. Came back, and I'm coming back again. The sky's the limit now.
So now back full swing with his career, Marlon Jones is poised for a #1 contender fight for the 135-pound strap. But his opponent is anything but a walk in the park. Standing with a record of 5-1, all his wins by finish inside the cage, there is little doubt that Omid Ibrahimi is championship caliber and capable of putting anyone's lights out. He's shown over his whole career an unbelievable resilience and tenacity, but that extends far beyond his fight experience back to 2015 when he began his career and has never looked back.
I started 2015, yeah. After this, and I train hard every day, every moment. Every fighter, this is big dreams and wanna go UFC, and this also UFC Fight Pass. When I win this fight, hopefully I will win UFC, inshallah.
Since moving to the UK and Manchester top team, that's meant he's now had a chance to work directly with former FCC champions like Lerone Murphy, who is now a top contender in the UFC, and champions from other gyms like Leon Edwards. And if there's anything to take away from his mentality of consistent training and discipline, it all absolutely translates to his fighting style.
But you can check my background. I finished first round, second round, 100% finish. This will be finished, inshallah.
You're going to be really excited for this fight. It's going to be definitely worth it. Omid, I hope you're ready for June 7th. You're going to be swimming in deep waters.
Come June 7th, we will see who the next title challenger at 135 pounds will be.
Big ground and pound from Jones here. I mean, this is nasty stuff. Stop it right now.
No, it's over! It's over! A big finish for the FCC there.
Beautiful work from Marlon. Just mixing.
Oh, he drops him!
Already waved off.
Wow!
But as mentioned, this card features an incredible cast of fighters from top to bottom. From the Fight Pass portion, a murderous row of debutantes and big-time prospects will be on hand to compete. In the co-main event, the ever-accomplished amateur champion, now turned pro, who's been on a spectacular 2-fight undefeated pro streak, is now coming back for thirds, and her own stake at a pro title. Summer Onley.
What I like about my fight streak, it's all 100% finish rate, and like I get to call this like my career, I get to call this my job, like that's so cool. I want to get to the UFC maybe one day. Hopefully within the next year it comes.
Nothing but finishes so far. Can she keep this hot streak going for the three-peat?
Kind of thing that can get the fight stopped. There it is. Summer Onley officially won and
Tell the story of this fight.
Oh, the right hand, right on the pipe. He's going with the 1-2s right now. Trying to flow with the ball. Another straight right drops up on top of the ground pound. The ref pulls it off. It will be a TKO win for Summer Onley.
A literally massive debut next awaits UFC Fight Pass as the former FCC amateur heavyweight champion Josh Carrick is vacating his belt to make his pro debut.
It's a clean slate. I've got no losses, no wins, so whatever I've done in the past, it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, being on UFC Fight Pass is insane. I can't wait to elbow somebody in the mouth.
With world-class training partners and gyms behind him, it's no wonder he's been able to finish fights in the wide variety he has.
He might have this. He got it.
And Americana. What a great job. Out of nowhere, Carrick gets gets the sub.
He'll be taking on Yuri Silva, who is an incredibly dangerous opponent with a Grand Slam BJJ championship to his name and many other accomplishments as a black belt. Coming in at 2-1 with the experience edge both on the ground and in MMA competition, this fight is promising to be an explosive clash. Last event at FCC 41, we were treated to one of the most highly anticipated debuts for FCC ever, with Jordan Rutherford, who had won 5 amateur titles within the span of 1 year before turning pro.
That was my last amateur performance. Going pro with this next one, so plenty more big performances like that to come. Stay tuned from the Jock.
A true standout for the country of Scotland, the UK as a whole, and his gym with Aspire.
Sneaky elbows from Rutherford as he's accumulated a bit of ground and pound right now. Jordan Rutherford gets it done.
1-0, never felt so good, baby. Let's go!
The Jock has star power written all over him and unmissable fights every time he steps into the cage. He'll be taking on Mehdi Koray out of the super stacked Team Renegade team, who's undefeated at 2-0 as a pro. With the experience edge and a smothering ground game, will he be able to upend the Scotsman? Or is it another big win for the Jock in his sophomore effort? And then we start off the Pro UFC Fight Pass card with 3 highly anticipated pro debuts. Number 1,
interim amateur bantamweight champion, Brennan Gates!
All I gotta say is the amateurs are now safe and the pros are coming for you all. Each and every single one of you.
he possesses an extremely adept striking style with a flair for showmanship. He takes on his toughest test to date.
But he landed on your count.
Mateusz Urquhart with the right hand sleeper.
He carries a serious smack with his strikes. There's no doubt about it, he hits really hard.
Oh my God, that was a breathtaking knockout.
Up next, Alex Holm, the amateur flyweight star with tons of star potential, multiple championships to his name as an amateur, who now makes his pro debut out of 12 gauge MMA.
If you ever watch me fight, I'm posing in front of cameras, I'm interacting with the audience. To me, I don't like dim under pressure, I shine under pressure. Do you know what I mean? Pressure makes diamonds.
Anyone, mate, any flyweight can all get it.
He'll be taking on Rajivan Somasundaram, who enjoys a big pro experience advantage already with 8 fights under his belt. The next big pro debut comes out of the quickly becoming famous KC fight base. Charlie Barmer.
Now back to 0-0 pro, so go time. Cannot wait.
Barmer, after enjoying his final win as an amateur in March at FCC 41, will be making his pro featherweight debut against Shahram Hotak to kick off the UFC Fight Pass card on June 7th. But these fights are just the tip of the proverbial iceberg, as the YouTube membership portion of this card boasts 4 title fights, and headlining the amateur portion of the card on YouTube is an interim bantamweight title clash between Reece Parr and Owen Masolova. This news all comes as a bit of a surprise, as the original headliner across from Reece Parr was the meant-to-be Tom El Chapo Harvey. The two even had a face-off interview, but the drama has led to Owen Masolova jumping in to fill the headlining slot. And you couldn't imagine a more worthy opponent to fight for this title. Flying over from Fight Academy Islands, Masolova is the #1 ranked amateur bantamweight in the UK and Ireland region, as well as #5 for Europe overall.
And there's the triangle again, he's over. Seconds, can he switch to the arm and finish this? It looks like it's over. He's out.
He's out, that's it.
He's out. It's over.
Bantamweight champion,
He's already earned 5 championship belts between bantamweight and flyweight, with defenses made, and is now looking for his 6th title. If you can't tell, this just raised the stakes, as the winner will be set on a collision course with Tom Harvey, who has taken over the UK scene and will be looking to defend the undisputed crown. Meanwhile, Reece Parr's own very impressive run has tasted gold as well, and he's won all 6 of his fights, all but 1 by finish, all accumulating to his #9 ranking in all of the UK and Ireland.
A lot of the fights that I've had have sort of ended early, which is great, but the few occasions where it hasn't, I've sort of grown into the fight. I would like to be able to show more of my skill set, however, there is that side of it. Like, sometimes I feel like they don't even like know half of what I can actually do yet. Like, humans in general, we've all got, like, if you go back far enough in time, you just have to kill everything you eat, and it kind of just like brings that sort of part, it wakes that part of the brain up. I think that's what it is. Like, it's once you get in there, it's, they say kill or be killed, innit, really? So it brings out a different side.
The last time we were treated to seeing him in the FCC cage, he took some limbs home with him.
He was leaning off to an angle there for a second.
He got it!
Beautiful armbar right there. Really great job with the smooth transitions. What a phenomenal armbar. And you get stuck in that position, the guy's just going to keep chaining these submissions together.
He's more than proven himself worthy for this opportunity and to make his case as the top bantamweight in the region. Can Reece Parr keep his O intact? Will Owen Masolova keep his #1 UK and Ireland ranking? Tune in to our YouTube channel and become a member to watch it live June 7th.
Just get ready for fireworks, man. Yeah, it's going to be good.
With 3 more title fights on the amateur card to go, this is just the beginning of the landscape-changing fights on this card. Up next was a heated rematch following one of the biggest fight controversies in quite some time to air on an FCC broadcast. This fight was originally supposed to be a rematch between Mickey Lightner and Jimmy Durkin after the controversial stoppage.
Yeah, look at the way Lightner's getting up, rather. That's really interesting body language.
Ooh.
Really interesting.
He's either really tired or a bit wobbled, yeah.
Oh man, he might have been
wobbly.
He might have been halfway out there.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's not me, we're not doctors. There we go.
I mean, he was wobbly.
Well, I got up. You know, I mean, a lot of the times in between rounds, I like to sort of zone out a bit. You know what I mean? I feel like I do take a deep breath, not just because of the physical exertion, but also just mental exertion of a fight. You know what I mean? My legs did feel heavy, but I've always been able to come out of a round feeling super tired but recover really well for the next round. So the doctors also looking to me going, no, walk forward. And I'm not fully paying attention to the doctor, which is my bad. But then like I kind of walk forward half-heartedly, and I think, oh cool, start the 3rd round, whatever. And then the doctor goes, no, you're not well. I'm like, oh, what?
It's a bit baffling, and I'm sure we'll get a bit more insight as the night goes on.
I went out there, I feel like I won all 3 rounds. If I'm entering the round tired and, you know what I mean, I can't fight, then why don't you let Jimmy finish the fight? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they robbed both of us of a proper finale, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, if I had a fight like that, if I had been taken down and everything, me personally, I wouldn't be able to put a belt around myself. I'd want the rematch. I'd say like, no, I'd come on the interview and be like, mate, I did not win that fight. That fight got taken away from both of us. I think you know, we need to have this run back.
Unfortunately, Durkin was injured in the run-up to the rematch to settle the score, but that's only been replaced with another hotly anticipated prospect in Lewis Lever, who is coming off a gorgeous triangle choke win at FCC 41.
But even more from Lever, he's locked up a triangle, cinching in the back of the leg, he's not exactly got the feet gripped together. He might be able to get enough pressure from here.
He's got it!
What a finish!
Both are more than deserving, and with Jimmy Durkin waiting in the shadows for an undisputed title unification match, the stakes of this fight are soaring. Showing the composure of a seasoned veteran in his last fight, Zach Fagan is coming off of his own major controversy, not because of his own actions however, but because of his opponent.
Right behind it, and a left hook straight away, cover that distance. Explosive start. These shots coming down. He's grabbing the cage.
He can't grab the cage like that.
That's a little cheeky as he wrenches through. Heel hook, trying to wrench it through.
There's
definitely an illegal axe kick there to the head.
You can't do that. Can't do that.
You definitely cannot axe kick like that from the bottom.
And what's a shame here is he's having so much success, but he's also doing these really flagrant fouls. And
yeah.
I don't know that he's necessarily, I mean, he's protesting like he doesn't understand what's happening, but you got to understand the rules. They had a rules meeting. We were both there. We saw it. All this stuff was explained. You cannot kick on the ground. You cannot grab the cage. He grabbed with both hands. And what he's done here is he's taken this great opportunity where he's knocked down a huge prospect like this and turned it into a controversy by making these huge mistakes.
I would definitely be thinking about taking a point. He's already grabbed
I think
the
you
fence.
should. I think you should.
You have to take a point.
Yes, nice work.
I want to give the referee a round of applause.
Despite the shocking events unfolding, Fagan showed an unbelievable amount of resilience befitting a man who grew up and trained right alongside the UFC heavyweight champion of the world at Aspinall BJJ from a young age.
It's covered, Zach Fagan. Spinning back fist into the takedown. He's trying to find the top hand. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it though.
He's got it, he got it!
Great work by Fagan.
It does not get more dramatic than that.
He's up against a giant test in Jack McLeod, who has more than shown himself to be worthy of this title opportunity at 170 pounds. He even has wins over some of the other title challengers on this card.
But he's
back to the arm, back to the arm.
He might have that.
For Jack McLeod. He's going rolling over.
That's it.
Great armbar victory for Jack McLeod. What a finish.
Hopefully FCG get me on for the title, but we'll see about that, won't we?
But also has shown his own high level of composure in 5-round wars. And then the final title fight on the card takes place between a hype killer in Anna Schuchman, who absolutely stole the spotlight by taking out kickboxing and Muay Thai champion and star in Amy Timlin, who was looking to make her MMA debut back in March at FCC 41.
Yeah, not quite underneath here, but now it is. That's it. That's it.
There we go. It's the tap there. Anna Schuchman sinking in. The rear naked choke will move to 3-1. With a fantastic stoppage there.
Schuchman now faces a huge step up in competition with Amy Scully, who is a top 5 ranked fighter in the UK and Ireland region, coming out of SBG Ireland with 2 amateur titles to her name already, including at an IMAF level.
This is big for Amy though.
Well, lovely shot. Gone for the arm.
Oh, she's going for it. Oh, she's had it.
Beautifully done armbar. Fantastic. Wow.
This promises to be, without a doubt, a contentious title opportunity for both at 115 pounds. And with that, this all shows just how massively stacked this card is. Beginning at 3 PM exclusively on OnlyFans with a free subscription, you get 2 exclusive fights. Then at 3:30 PM on the FCC YouTube channel, members get all 4 amateur title fights plus 7 more top contender bouts. And then finally on UFC Fight Pass with title implications between Marlon Jones and Omid Ibrahimi, plus gigantic prospects and debuts galore to cement an unmissable event. Join us on June 7th for Full Contact Contender 42.